Hello ladies and gents, got my ice lolly for today. Nice little ball. Nice little pineapple one. So guys, had some interesting developments. Had some ups and downs in the last 24 hours. Just putting that in the bin. Oh God. Ugh. So, should we start with the good news or the bad news? Let's maybe start with the good news, and then I'll move on to some bad news, some salacious news that's been happening. So, good news. Yesterday, completed some work for schools coming to China. Got a couple of independent schools. One's coming to China next week, so that'll be a good thing. They're targeting more gifted students from China. So I'm just helping them on the digital side. So that's happened. And then I have also yesterday signed a British B2B company that wants to expand their digital channels in China. They do finance, capital market stuff. So delighted about that, because I've been speaking with them for about 3 months. I'm finding that the sales process at the moment is probably taking anywhere between 2-3 months from initial outreach to then the call. So I'm pretty happy about that, because it was one of those where the call went really, really well. And then eventually a series of meets, and we got there in the end. But yeah, so that's good. So that's the good news. My new intern, who's been working with me for a few days, has been stellar. She's been really, really good. I'm happy with the way things are going. I think she's been the first intern I've had in a long time that just hit the ground running and just really got on with the work, and just been getting on with it. So business is going well. The podcast, Plan and Profits podcast, hit 2,000 views on the latest episode today, organically, which I'm delighted about. There's no ads involved, nothing like that. Just bam, it's just blown up. So I'm hoping the next thing is the watch time, because YouTube is all about watch time. So I would say to you guys, if you can watch this as much as you can, have it on in the background, rolling playlist, have all these vlogs playing in the background, it will help, because YouTube is all about watch time now. It's just, they want you on the platform. Even if you don't want to watch this, just have it on in the background, just have it playing. Got a few family members and friends doing that, certainly. So, that's the good news. Oh, is that a thumbnail? Maybe, we'll see. I woke up this morning early. Mr. Lee, we trained at 6. We did a little bit of treadmill work. Tomorrow, we may be doing a live stream, which will be on the WeChat and the Little Red Book platforms. I could open it up to YouTube, but I feel like, I don't know how good the YouTube platform is. Some people have messaged me saying, could I do these live? I mean, they are live anyway, and I'm filming them, but can I actually film while I'm a live thing? So I may consider that in the future. Depends on how big this channel gets. I think if we get to, scratching my ear because I'm nervous. No, if we get to 10,000 subscribers, I can probably do a live stream. At the moment, I think I've just got over 1,000, so I need to get that up as quickly as possible. Had a few people asking, am I working for the government? No, I wish I was. I wish I was working more with UK and Chinese government to promote between the two countries. I'd love to do more stuff for both nations. So if there's anyone out there, I'm always open to collaboration, things like that. I don't discriminate when it comes to really who I work with. It's just more, is it right for me, my channel? Am I right for them? Am I gonna give them value? On that note, I got approached through my little red book, actually, through my Xiaohongshu. I got approached by a company that say they're a big car company who approached me about doing some videos for them with a Chinese celebrity. They haven't mentioned who yet, but it could be happening. So I will update you guys on that. I'm gonna do a body scan as well tomorrow just to see how I'm getting on with the old weights. And then this afternoon I've got another call. Got another call with a school, which again I'll update you guys on what's happening. But yeah, I'm on a bit of a roll at the moment. When you're on a roll, you got to just keep going. You know, the tendency is to just sit back and think, oh, I've done my work now, but I just want to get more. I want more clients, more partnerships, more revenue. I'm glad I've stuck with all this. I've just stuck with that consistency and working hard. Okay, I think that's pretty much all the good news. Health-wise, my diet is on point, apart from this little ice lolly today, which I don't think is too bad. But yeah, my diet is really on point. I'm having ice baths at the moment, pretty much every day. Self-made ice baths, by the way. I'm not buying all the ice, I'm just making it myself out of my freezer, which isn't actually that difficult. I've just got a few ice bags, and it's probably not as cold as it should be. It should be a lot, it should be, you know, below zero, but still it's cooling the muscles down. Right, on to the juicy, the bad news. Well, I say bad news, it's more unfortunate news. I was going to hire another intern. I was going to focus on content, you know, maybe write content and work with me to... 你好。
你好。
刚刚你盯着我，你可以说话，你可以说，哎，你好。
直播的还是干嘛？
我拍视频。
拍视频啊？
不做直播。
你是哪个国家的？
你猜？
欧洲国家。
之前我们是欧盟人。
你反正不是美国的。
这么厉害。
我猜你就不是美国的。我感觉是欧盟的没有。
我们脱欧。
你以前不是欧盟的。
我们脱欧。
脱欧？
脱欧。
英国啊？
哎，这么厉害！你们很帅，我刚认识你。说话。They said, they were like, where are you from? I was like, guess. And they're like, you're not American? Yeah. And I was like, guess. They're like, I don't know. We left the EU recently. Oh, England. Right. The bad news, guys. The unfortunate news. The gossip. What's happening in my life at the moment. So yeah, I was going to hire this intern. Had a decent interview with her. It was a lady. It doesn't matter the gender, where they're from. But this intern was going to do some content for me. Anyway, it was all good to go. Set them up with an email. They were going to start. And then I gave them a couple of tasks to do. Nothing taxing. Probably take you a day or two to finish. And she said, oh, I got too much schoolwork to do. I can't do this. God, I never said that when I did an internship. Unless you got an exam or coursework or something to do, I just don't buy it nowadays. I think students are just pretty lazy. I used to be one, so I know how lazy you can get. Oh, is that new? Oh, it's a little Yuja. Little Yuja. Yuja 的地方。你好，我是网红。我给你们免费的广告。我有100万多的粉丝。白德汉小红书、微信视频、抖音，看看现在，快点！那你说谢谢，我可以看你的身体度。如果你有手机关注，我知道你会关注我，但是如果你谢谢，来关注白色的白，道德的翰林云的翰，加油！他不会关注我。So. Anyway, so students. I'm not saying all students are bad, but the people that I'm working with right now, whether it be interns or I'm working with some students, they're real quality, right? They are the cream of the crop. They work hard. Some of them have got their thesis right now. And I'm a pretty good boss. I give people benefit the doubt. I always say to people, let your studies come first. But yeah, I just don't buy it when someone says, oh, I got a lot of schoolwork. And I ask them, have you got coursework? No. Have you got an exam? No. Have you got a thesis? No. I just got classes. I'm like, well, telling me you can't do either an hour or two a day on an internship, I just don't believe that. So that happened. I've had mostly, to be honest, not great experiences with interns. It's a bit like you're finding the diamond in the rough. It's the same with recruiting people. No, I think most people are pretty bad when it comes to recruitment and things like that. I think a lot of people are very good when they interview. I think a lot of people are good at bullshitting. That's something I was never really good at. Oh, what is that in my hair? Anyway, I was never really a great interviewer because I would get, to be honest, in my early 20s, I'd get too nervous and I wasn't really myself. I probably cared too much about it. Obviously now if I interviewed for a job, I'd probably ace it. Not to be arrogant, but I've just got that confidence now. But half of it is confidence. So that's happened. Had a intern kind of bail on me. And it's annoying when you put work in someone and then it turns around and they're just like, they don't show, they're not that grateful. But it's part of life. So I'm pretty good with screening people usually, but you know, I do give people the benefit of the doubt. You don't know what's going on in their lives, but yeah, it's just a bit odd when someone's like, yeah, I'm good to go, and then the next day like, actually not. I'm like, So that's happened. What was the other bit of bad news? There was something else. Unfortunate news. It was something else. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was it. I'm trying to think. There was something else. And I'm trying to remember what it is. Bit of bad news. No, that was it. I think that was it. But if it comes to me in the next 5 minutes, I mean, luckily I didn't waste any money, just time. But time is more important. Oh, that's the other thing. I am getting a lot of people approaching me just generally for like free shit at the moment. Like, help me with this, and I'm just wanting freebies. 再见. And then and then that was quite funny. I thought it was quite good. Yeah, and I don't mind helping people, but a lot of people would just think that my time is an abundant thing. And I've kind of got this, for me, I only really support people with my network that have really supported me as well. So it is kind of a two-way street. And I've had a lot of SEO guys every day for my podcast and even this channel right now. I'm getting about, I don't know, 9 to 10 messages a day right now from guys from certain countries. I think you can guess which ones, that are just, hey, I can help you grow your channel. And my first criteria, I always ask, if an SEO guy approaches me, first thing I always say, if they want to grow my podcast, oh, we can get you no more views, all this stuff, which I want people to watch this organically. I never want bots. I never want any of that stuff. The way I screen them all out is I'll say, hey, have you seen the podcast? No. Okay. Have you seen my videos? No. So why would I ever want to work with you? Actually, that's a good thumbnail. So I've had that a lot recently, and I know I'm in the same position. I am selling a service, but I think the way I go about it is less kind of cold call. It's more, when I approach someone, it's more tailored. It isn't just like mass, hey, buy my shit. It's more, I can help you. It's more like, it's more strategic, it's more targeted, it's more actual companies that I want to work with. And it's just the SEO marketing, search engine optimization, essentially getting more views for things, is just flawed at the moment. Can war. And then ni hao. So my local neighbours are always very friendly. So that's what's happening. I think that was the only bit of bad news. I felt like there was more bad news, but there probably isn't. I mean, everything's pretty much going well at the moment. I saw David Beckham was in China recently. I think he was in Shanghai, actually. I think he was there for a night or two. And yeah, I mean, clever guy when it comes to marketing and business. Never really won anything for England, I've got to be honest with you. And he played for Manchester United, and I'm an Arsenal supporter, but I respect some of the stuff he's done for charity. And but yeah, that's a little bit of news that's been happening. I'm going to be on a podcast. Oh, so that's another bit of news coming up. I'm going to be on the Honest Drinker podcast, which is one of the top podcasts, along with the Panda Profits podcast, of course. No, my podcast is getting there, but yeah, the Honest Drink, I'm going to be on that podcast. I'm filming on Saturday, so that'll be good. And more trips to Wuxi coming up, maybe to Beijing, so I'll be able to film that for you guys so you can see what's going on up in those places. It's good to check out new places. Although I've been to these places many times, I'll always be checking out new places, which is good. But that's pretty much the news at the moment, guys. I felt like there was something else bad news, but I don't know. Maybe there isn't. Maybe that was just it. Yes, I think so. I mean, I'd say the only bit of bad news I've had recently is really that UK companies don't really see, and some schools, they just don't see China as a priority when they bloody well should. I just don't understand why they haven't got China at the top of their list when it comes to, the opportunities that are here, the size of the market, the vibrancy. The economy is coming back. I had a call with someone last night that just said, Shanghai is back. I'm like, yeah, well, it's been back for over a year now, but it's just people haven't seen it because they're not here on the ground. So it's a good place to be right now, opportunities wise. Every day, I think that's the one thing that I would say if I am going to promote this area is every day I'm getting opportunities coming in that wouldn't be afforded to me if I was just in London. Because in London, you know, I'm a nobody really, unless it's the Chinese community. That's what I did notice when I went back in December. Some Chinese fans were there like, hey, by the hand, hey, Daniel. But no one in England knows who I am. So it's interesting being kind of, I wouldn't use the word famous, but have some people may have, when I do meet some people, like, oh yeah, I've seen your videos. Not quite there with the mass hysteria fan base, but yeah, just working on the channel and growing and doing my best to build the profile and bring joy, create impact, build a business and work hard. That's the main focus. The main goal is just every day clocking in and out of my business and working hard, and the gym, and staying fit and healthy. So overall good news happening. There's always ups and downs with business, and it's whether you're willing to stick with it or give it all up, and I'm going to stick with it. So guys, appreciate the support. Drop a comment below if you like these. Smash that like. Hit that like, and I'll see you in the next one. So work hard, play hard, take care. 加油，再见，拜拜。